What's going on, everybody? So today's video is going to be a little shorter, but something that I wanted to add on to the boundaries and standards. So right now, when you have problems, when you have a situation, and this will work for athletes, this will work for people who are taking a test, if you got to talk to somebody's parents, if you have something where you're riddled with anxiety and you're like, holy crap, I don't know what to do, I'm really kind of just not positive or confident or not out of your head and in presence because of all the things that you're worrying about, right? So here's a tip for you to understand and move forward from that thinking. Now, what you need to do is ask yourself, what is it I am most afraid of? What is it that I am fearful that is going to happen? What could happen that is in a negative light? And I want you to really dive deep with this, because I know for some people negativity is like their main thing, so this would work out great for the people who are. Even the ones who aren't, it's good to ask yourself this question. Now once you do that, and you get as many possible scenarios and things that pop into your head about what you could be doing wrong. I'll give you an example for the athletes out there, and then I'll give you one for someone who might be trying to do something a little different as well. So an athlete, let's say they're playing tennis, for instance. I'll give you a great example from something that happened in my experience from my past. Now, when I would go play tennis when I was younger in high school, I was very much so in my head. And so when I would go to play a match, this is what would pop into my head. And I would try to force it out, instead of accept it and move forward. Now, as I was rolling up to play the tennis, I'm going to miss the serve, I'm going to miss my forehand, I'm going to miss the backhand, my timing is going to be off, my serve's going to be off, I'm going to make a fool of myself, I'm not going to make my father proud, I'm going to fall and trip, embarrass myself, I'm going to even whiff the tennis ball, the other player is way better than me, I'm going to have to play a lot lower because I don't want to hurt their feelings. Again, a power play based off the fact that I thought I was weak. Another one, I'm not going to actually win any games, I'm going to lose. All of this you have to verbally say out loud to yourself. Come to grips with the fact that this is what your brain is telling you. Now, once you've done that, I want you to literally think of everything that you can possibly do in this reality to help combat that. Obviously, there's going to be certain fears and certain things that you're not going to have control over. And that's what I need you to accept and let go. And say, you know what, that's okay. That is an unknown variable that I cannot change personally. A little windy over here. The door just closed over there. Kind of scared me. Got me all spooked. I actually thought it was my cat. I thought he ran out and somehow opened the door. But once you say all these things and you let go of the things that you don't actually believe you can change in reality, start to tell yourself all the things that you do have control over. You know what? I'm going to be a little more consistent. I'm not going to try to hit as many low percentage shots in tennis. I'm going to try to come from more of myself. I'm going to try to focus more. I'm going to try to have some footwork. Have a little bit of a game plan on how you're going to try to alleviate all those things. Now, this is the most important part. This is the key. Once you've done this, you have to understand that you need to have no outcome, meaning no reserved thinking about how it's going to actually turn out. So, what have we done? 1, list every single thing that your little brain thinks is going to awfully happen. Now, tell yourself verbally, this is with both, every single thing that you can do in order to try to persuade yourself that those things aren't actually going to happen, but also combat the fact that you're taking action to try to stop them from happening. Okay? Once you've done that, and notice I said stop them from happening, because you may not be able to, and that's where freedom of outcome really comes into this, because once you realize that you can't really control it, but you can do your best to try to get all the gear and all the mental things that you have in order to play your best, this is when you will, because you won't be in your head anymore, because you're acting proactively. You're thinking proactively. You're doing proactively. You're not trying to hit that serve going, oh my God, I'm going to miss. No, what you're telling yourself is, all right, Colin, you've already had that thought. We are now thinking, I need to stabilize my feet. I need to relax the shoulders. I need to be able to rotate, right? You're now thinking in a more proactive way that is moving forward with what you're doing. And this works literally with anything. Once you've done this, you'll start to notice a change. It'll get better and better and better every single time you do it. You won't have all those thoughts in your head that are plaguing you when you miss a shot. Instead, you'll understand that, you know what? I missed that shot, and that's okay. I'm trying my best to combat all the negative thinking and shit that is in my head. And it actually gives you a route at which to do that with. Now, the second example would be if you were to test. I know one of my friends here has a couple exams coming up, and this was something that really worked well. I know they get a little anxious, even though they've studied and they've practiced, and they subconsciously probably know that they can do well with all the information that they've studied, but they still have those anxieties. They still have the limited belief that they're going to fail. So what do? Verbally tell yourself, how many hours have you studied? How many days have you studied? What have you studied? What are you afraid of that's not going to happen? That you're going to fail? That you're going to do really bad in the grade? That you're going to miss up questions? That you're going to second guess all the multiple choice answers? Say it all. Let it just all go. You'll be surprised at how much your brain will come up with of all the things and anxieties that could happen. But then realize that you don't actually have control over those. But what you do have is control over what you can do to try to alleviate all those problems. What your game plan is in positivity to move forward with, yes, I have all these anxiety thoughts, but I've now understood and tried to let go of the fact that I can't really control them. But what I can control is everything that I can do in positivity to move that situation forward. So I can do better on that test. So I can know that, you know what, yeah, I've studied for 20 hours this week. And yeah, I have studied almost every single day this week. And you know what, God damn it, because of that, I can know that I'm going to do well on this test. I know that it's going to be a more positive experience for me, because now instead of me dreading and thinking about all the things that are happening, especially if you try to hold on to it and then you're kind of not thinking about it, trying to kind of pull out of your head, kind of run away, and then once you actually get into the room, everything just hits you like a wall and you're like, oh my God, I'm so anxious, holy crap, I don't know if I'm going to do well. All of that will be gone if you have more of a game plan on how to alleviate all those things. What are you doing right now in combating all of those thoughts to move forward, to not be as anxious, to not be as so caught up in your head? And once you have that game plan and you actually start to execute it, you feel better and better. You won't have all these things in your head, because when you miss that shot or when you second guess that multiple choice question, that little thing won't pop into your head, because you'll know that I am trying to do these things to be positive and move forward and have a good impact on me, not a negative impact on me. Not a, oh my God, I don't know which answer it is. It's, oh, I don't know what answer it is, but you know what? I know from what I've told myself in my head after I've already let go of the anxiety that I probably need to choose one of these answers. And I'll do it confidently, and no matter what happens, I'll know that I don't have control over the second guessing, but I have control over the choice to be positive about it and try to move forward with whatever it is. In that instance, it would be that multiple choice question, being confident that that multiple choice answer that you've chosen is going to be it. Because see, when you second guess yourself, when you have that anxiety moment and you aren't prepared for it, or you haven't prepared for it, it'll just riddle in your head and it'll continuously go and go and go and go and go. And the more and more you take the test, the more you're like, oh shit, I don't know. Did I maybe miss that question, or maybe did I not? And then it actually continuously rolls over into the rest of the test, into the rest of tennis. I missed that shot. If I don't have that pre-plan that I'm going to have in my head of, yes, I have all these thoughts because sometimes that happens, but I'm trying to make it proactively about it. It's not, you're not going to yell at yourself saying, oh my God, I can't believe I fucking missed that shot. Are you kidding me? That's such an easy shot. No, I understand that even though I have a level of standard at which I need or want to play, that it's okay that I missed that shot. I don't need that negative anxiety or very kind of quick racy emotion happening. I now have a game plan. I now have a strategy at which to change the thinking. Alright guys, I hope that helped. I'll see you in the next one.